I thought we would talk today a little bit about our reasons, our drivers for change, because I think they're more important than we ever give them credit for. And I say that because often, particularly if I'm working with people who have anorexia, and for me, myself, if we put weight restoration as a reason for change, if we put having a healthier body, having a thriving body as a reason for change, that's brilliant if that's our main driver. But if it's not our main driver, then often we come unstuck and we lose our way, and that change process comes to a halt. Because particularly in anorexia, what we're doing when we're looking at recovery is facing one of our biggest fears, weight restoration. And that may also be one of our biggest fears with any struggle with eating, that change in our bodies, the fear of putting on weight. Even if we're not actively trying to put on weight, if we change our eating behaviours, we may fear our bodies changing and gaining weight. So if we put that as the reason when we're working with somebody, when I'm working with somebody to recover, then we're likely going to hit a hurdle. What's important to look at is why recovery? What drives that desire to change? Because often, yes, we want a healthy body, but we don't want our body necessarily to look radically different, or of course some people will do. But what we're looking for, what I'm looking for when I'm working with anybody, is what's behind this drive to come for therapy, to come for coaching, to see what's driving that. Is it something about having freedom around food? Is it about being able to socialize, have more meaningful relationships? Is it about food and our bodies not coming between us and other people? Is it about being able to focus and achieve maybe a job that we want to achieve, or the studies that we want to achieve? And why is that so important? Well, because we've got to look at what's meaningful in life. If recovering from, for example, anorexia, weight gain isn't meaningful, then how on earth do we keep that process of change going when we're working to something that we're really not bothered for and certainly often don't want? So it's really looking at, what is it I want? What is it that I want from this process of therapy? What is it that my end goal that's really deeply important to me in my life? Because when we can anchor on that, and we can use that as, okay, when my mind gets really busy and I think this is hard, my emotions are all over, I don't want to do this anymore. If we can come back to something that's significantly important to us, then that can be where we place our focus. So this is why I'm doing it. I'm doing it in the service of what's really important for me. And once we can open that up, then it doesn't make the process of change necessarily easier in terms of our emotional process, but it does give us a constant reminder of the why. And I think the why is always really important. So think of your why, focus on your why, focus on what it is that's deeply important to you in life, because that's where we fix our attention when we're looking at change that feels really hard. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely, lovely end of the week, and I will speak to you the same time next week. Bye-bye.